How's it going, people? Hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to do another recap video. It's kind of reposting some information that we'd already put out before, but because there's a lot of it is kind of related to the Kim and Tank and the old Life Force project they had, which was, of course, turned out to be nothing in the end. Assemblies, everything's gone. All the hard work, all the promises, globally gone. What I'm going to show you today is a bit of a mixed bag of focusing around one person that they tried to recruit. Well, Tank did. And this is kind of like pointing out the type of people they want to be on board with the next plan, which is the the restoration plan. So they approached this lady called Monica Greer. She's got a online handle. I think it's Tribal Lotus or something like that. Well, Tank contacted her. Now this lady has also been putting out bullshit about a trust. She calls it the Tribal Trust. And if you're waiting for Jubilee, you're only going to get it through her, because she's the one with the keys. And I don't really know much about it, but it's again, this lady's not fit and is not too well. She needed to get some help, and the reason why I'm saying this is because there's a couple of stages to what happened to her. I don't know the full details, but I think she lost custody of some children or a child, and at the same time she's trying to hold on to a home where she's about to be evicted. Now, of course, when I first saw this video, I didn't even know what was going to happen next. It was just happened so rapidly. So this Monica is doing one of her normal live shows, and she's out to, well, she's outing Kim and Tank to be shills, and why they're shills. Of course, we don't believe whatever she's saying, because they're all crazy. All of them. All these people that believe this stuff are crazy. The ones that are putting it out without no proof. I'm talking about, yeah. There probably is something out there, but let's just focus on the one thing at a time. So this Monica starts doing a live stream, and she's going on about Tank tried to recruit her. He had a live Zoom call with her, and she didn't like what they had to say, so she said a few things. And literally 3 days after she put this video out, she had the, well, you can call it the local police and SWAT team breaking her windows, throwing chemical gas into her home. She's well armed. This is the thing I'm trying to get at. This woman, I know it's not a shock that, you know, people have guns in America. It's allowed. I don't know where she lives. It's allowed, but she's got a lot of guns, and she's well prepared. She's got gas masks, the lot. So she shoots 2 constables, two police in the leg, and she gets shot herself. And we got the footage. We've also got the footage from the local news channel at the time, and also of her being pulled off the roof by a SWAT team. Now she's, I believe, locked away. She needs, you know, I think it's in a mental institute, or it might be, yeah, she might actually be in jail. whichever it is, it's not good for her. Certain things have happened, and what I'm trying to get here is this is what Kim and Tank wanted on her team. They wanted this woman on their team. How do you recruit someone like this that's triggered? And I mean, is this what Kim's going to do one day when they come kicking her front door in? People, you've got to be really careful with these. This is why I understand people don't want to give their names and their identity when it comes to Kim. The ones that have been close to her, well, I won't say if they're friends or family, but people that have been very close to her and still are very worried about what we would put out. And we, of course, we take the most precautions we can to make sure that no one's identified. Because they're worried. I mean, we don't know personally what she's capable of or what her team's capable of. But for people to be afraid of her, this is why we, Team Bubba are anonymous. I mean, the time will probably come when someone's maybe going to out us somewhere. But do you think we're that bothered? No, not at all. If Kim really knew who he was, could happen the other way around. Someone in Team Bubba that knew me, for instance, went to Kim and said, "Oh, I know who this person is, blah, 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 blah." She ain't going to put it out. I'll tell you why she won't. Because she said that, she's already said that we're CIA, paid assets. She's already said, I mean, I forget how many things we've been told we are. BlackRock, whatever. Because if you knew my real name, you would know straight away I'm nothing to do with BlackRock. And neither of the other chaps and ladies. Nothing to do with just normal people that, just like you, that followed her and Thomas and other people. We've gone through different levels. I mean, for goodness sake, I was following Gary Larrabee years ago through the RV shit. But this, what I'm about to show you, I'm pre-warn you if you don't like swearing. There's some swearing in this. I've cut out as much as I can. But, you just can't avoid it because of the amount of emotion and everything that's involved in this. But I'll put the real clips in the description and you can watch the whole thing yourself. And, of course, someone going over it later on a different channel. But they haven't actually shown the local news report on it either, which I thought they would have done. Anyway, let's not beat about the bush here. Have a watch of this, and if you're following Kim and you still think she's this Jesus type lady or whatever she wants to call herself, then there's something wrong with you for sure. There's definitely, because these are the people that they want to recruit. And if you're in live force, whatever you want to call, whatever they call it now, ask her about Monica Greer. That's what you got to do, is find out. If you don't ask the questions, you'll never know. But she'll probably deny it. Whatever. I'm only going by what this woman's, Monica Greer's, said to us. I hope she's fine now. I hope she's had the right treatment, as in like care, so that she can have she doesn't seem like a nasty person. But again, I wouldn't wish this on Kim either. None of us would. At the end of the day, she's mental. She needs to get some. She's mentally ill. She needs to get some help. Just like people that are still following her after years. I mean, those that are underneath her, I don't think they are. They're just in it for the money or the scam or whatever, or afraid. I don't really know. Maybe they are crazy. Maybe she's a magnet to it. I don't know. But anyway, so this is it. Monica Greer, have a watch. And yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. As I said, we posted this before a long time ago. It's about 2 years now this happened. And it was during the life force assemblies and all that. And this is what they want on their books. That should worry you a lot. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
And now I want to talk about this little group here. This woman here, this is a very important segment. Okay. This woman here, I'm not going to play the video. I don't need to, and I don't believe in that. This woman here, her name is, she will talk about a man named Tank, too. These two people are handlers and or shills that are attempting to coup the Treasury of the United States, allodial, and the United States of America. And you see they have this interesting seal here. It says Presidential Executive Order Enforcement, Life Force. I don't know what the hell that is. But I have actually spoken to an individual she speaks about in this video named Tank. And these people aver to be controllers of the Marduk, which is, as in Marduk, the brother of as in Low Egypt. Okay. And this woman right here, purportedly, I've never talked to this woman. I've only talked to Tank, although I did not see his face. Okay. So I was in a Zoom meeting with this guy that they requested. Okay. And he tried to solicit me. He tried to act like I should solicit them for something. I said, no, I'm the trust here. You will solicit me. And I basically told them that whatever they were doing was criminal. Because this woman right here apparently was put in some position of power because they tested her mitochondria. And she has mitochondrial DNA of the 13 bloodlines. And she's supposedly writing checks, okay, off these high trust. Well, she's sitting here talking about how she keeps speaking of trust. So people following this woman keep talking about the trust. Well, the trust they're talking about is mine, that they are criminally stolen and holding right now. That's what it is. Okay. And she brings forth a couple things in here. One is she talks about let's go back. Hold on. Let me get it. If I can get it. My computer gonna, yeah, okay. So I need to go back one. She reveals, yeah, there you go. She reveals, I'm going to tell you that she's not in the know because she doesn't know the answers to these things that I do. Okay. So she does disclose some facts in here. One, there are 0 assets. As of Friday last week, the Federal Reserve System had 0 assets. All the banks were 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 across the board. So someone has zeroed the ledger if we believe what she has mentioned. And additionally, she says it's all gone in a day. What did I tell you guys? Fat old men falls in a day. What'd I say? She's even saying it fell in a day. Okay. All the Fed accounts, every bank ledger on Friday, according to her, fell in a day. But she doesn't know why. But she's supposed to be the head of a trust. Okay. And she also talks about how that they have created a new system in the last weeks which means you will use your phone and things like that, which would include facial recognition and fingerprinting in a form of quantum alternative banking. You have to hear what she's talking about in this video, folks. And she also discloses that someone from New Zealand had siphoned $528 billion off of the stock market. Okay, well, that's the stock market. That's my platform. That's my allodial trust. Remember, my social security number, my wife's social security, my daughter's social security, my son's social security numbers are the allodial land bank platforms now running all of the stock market. Everything that you know in commodities and equity and treasury notes are running off my family's allodial trusts. So she's sitting there saying they found out that they had been siphoning off $58 billion. And someone in New Zealand. We will discuss the significance of New Zealand in my next video. And when we do that, everybody be ready to do a live rip of it. Because the minute I expose it, the minute I am done with that live interview, that live video, it will be ripped. And the other thing, but then she brings up this other interesting point. She makes this statement and makes the actual picture of it. No law has been written in any government anywhere about repository trust. Because what she discusses, okay, and I got to do some face-to-face on this because it's just ludicrous. This woman was supposedly, because she was searched. Remember, I keep telling you about the philosopher kings of Greek mythology, of Greece, right? The philosopher kings have been believe that a elite bloodline of people would become the hidden masters of the world. Well, guess what? She's one of them, but she's not so hidden. But they went and found this one person who supposedly has mitochondrial DNA, okay, to match all 13 whatevers they think are the bloodlines, because they think they're divine, right? Regardless, this individual, Kim, and her associate Tank, who has no name. Kim was apparently pulled out of, whatever the population of the world is, because she had the mitochondrial. This is out of Tank's mouth to me. This is straight first person me conveyance, okay? Tank told me this person named Kim had all the mitochondrial DNA so she would somehow be put in front of a trust to sign checks, okay? And yet she thinks that repository trust law, okay, there's no law regarding repository trust law. That's what she thinks. She thinks there's no law regarding repository trust law. Well, there is law regarding repository trust law, okay, and it's actually written in Blackstone's Commentaries for the Laws of England, okay. What is repository? This is a well-established trust law, folks, and guess what it's bound by? And so this woman, who does not know that the word repository trust actually has a long-standing history and well-established law concerning equity. Actually, it's bound. The repository trust laws sit in equity. So if you listen to this video, what she's exposed to you is that they are now trying to use a banking platform where you have to use your fingerprints and facial recognition and your personal you have to use your mask of self to use it. So they're going to track you. They're going to track everything about you, okay? They're calling it an alternative bank. So she's actually, surreptitiously admitting that they've stolen my stuff and they're trying to set up an alternative system. And the woman who's supposedly writing checks all over the world for banking doesn't even know that the word repository, as in trust law, is an existing system. She actually says, I named it repository because there's no laws on repository trust created by any nation. It's almost an exact quote. Wrong, Kim, who is writing checks unlawfully on things that she's not by law allowed to do, who knows nothing of trust law, and thus is not qualified to sign anything. And see, that's the thing. These people think, because they create what they think satisfies prophecy, that they can just go on and on and on. Okay? And remember, I told everybody, it was an action concerning fraudulent in a sheet. This is the confirmation right here. Original action in a sheet. Okay, and this is, look here, this is March 18, 2015. And this is when I was actually I think I was in prison at this time. And this is their motion to dismiss. It says that, it basically affirms that I was saying that they were committing unlawful escheat. They even admit, it's titled original action in escheat and equity. So it's actually on the record that I established my claim in equity. The law that governs repository trust law, Kim, who knows nothing of law or banking. Scary stuff, folks. You got people running around acting utterly criminal, being shills, and stealing your stuff. I really want to emphasize that these people, Kim and Tank, are complete shills and or tools that are being handled. She clearly has no comprehension of banking law, and has no idea about repository trust law or law of equity, and yet she's supposedly supposed to be the person signing checks for everybody all over the world or out of this trust. She's a shill. Do not listen to her. But her information, if true, she's getting backdoor information. Apparently she thinks she's the presidential enforcement of something. I don't know what they think they are, but anytime they say the word trust, they're talking about me and my works. Nothing that they have done has... They're just, as far as I can tell, what you have to understand what they do, what the military's done after I told them to do, go restore the republic. They basically sent out operatives through CIA, FBI, and clandestine, off the books, black ops, and went to all these organizations that were trying to reorganize, trying to do something in law, and have co-opted them. And that's how I came to know Kim, about Kim and Tank, because they were basically trying to co-opt some of the American assemblies. Some of the assemblies that are trying to reorganize throughout the United States. They were trying to co-opt them and insert themselves into it. And I'm going to bust them out right now. Kim and Tank are shills. Kim knows nothing of banking. She has proven by her testimony in this video that she doesn't know crap of banking. And there is no way this woman has any knowledge. Anything she's regurgitating is something someone's feeding her to lie to you and make you believe that something is happening that is not happening. Okay? So you guys need to be very conscientious of this, because on Facebook real quick so that I can show you these 2 links. Apparently it logged me out. Imagine that. But whoever this group is, I'm calling them straight out as shills and frauds. They're like Anna von Ritz. They're trying to lure you into believing that they are something when all that they are operating under is they're talking about other people's instruments. They're talking about mine. So the trust in every conversation that that Kim and them have had with you all, whoever's watched them and believes anything that's coming out of their mouth, is mine. So the word trust is me. It's the tribe trust. That's what they're talking about. So don't, again, I cannot emphasize more how there are people all over the world that are soliciting people to do criminal acts, and or are intentionally there to undermine what you are trying to accomplish. Okay, they are there to co-opt you, and the presentment that Kim and Tank are doing, they're just a mask of a criminal, of the pedo cult, who will not release the susticate to me that they are required to by law so that I can give Jubilee. That's where we're at. So everyone keeps asking me about Jubilee. You want Jubilee? Vacate the District of Columbia of the District of Criminals of the coup, because by law they are required to collapse the susticate and return it to the people. And they're not doing it. Instead, they're puppeting people who, by their own testimony, are proving themselves ignorant of the law that they supposedly are talking about. Banking law, trust law. Her testimony proves her an idiot of banking. Okay? An idiot. Do not listen to her. She is a shill and handled by the coup.
Trying to breathe, guys.
I'm not willfully surrendering. If you guys want to kill me, that's fine. I'm not going to surrender to a foreign court. That'll never happen. If you can't get over that, again. No, what I'm doing is I'm noticing the world what you're doing here.
Lotus is talking to Mr. Dickinson, a detective.
Is on their way to this fucking city. In the thousands, I know what I'm going to tell you. So you want to keep playing, go ahead. I'm not controlling them. I just tell them the facts. They know you. They know what's going on. They've been watching you. They know what's been going on. So now that you are operating with the sheriff, I can't talk to you anymore because you don't have control of things. You're not willing to listen. Well, what's here is I'm being roared upon. You won't stop it, so it is.
I don't know if you guys can hear Lotus talking.
Dr. Ray, I'm done. Here.
Hello?
By the
Hello?
way, they kidnapped her son.
I don't know what. Do the right thing and get these motherfuckers out of the fucking house. They're breaking all kinds of fucking windows. Oh, I don't know where it's at. Damn. Yeah.
Witness tampering. Hey folks, this is where we're at. They've busted out all the windows. And they're trying to incur on this property because they say I'm crazy because I know where my assets lie. Your government is officially warned. As I told you, they're trying to smoke because it won't happen. Your government is warring against you right now. Your government is vacant. The militias need to come to Columbus, Ohio. They don't care about the law here. They're trying to get me to surrender to a foreign jurisdictional judge and doctor who have brought false charges on me. And the cops here just want to walk me to a foreign court. I will not go there. The last 2 times I went to one, they beat me up. Not happening, folks. So you might get to see me get shot to death by sheriffs in the Franklin County and the city police live because they want to question. Here's the deal. When I challenge I put where my assets lie. Here. Here's where we're at, folks. In this demurrer, I proved where my assets lie. Remember, I took a UCC out on this. They have to call me crazy, so this isn't valid in law. That's where they're at. This isn't about the tenancy. This is about seizing me, so I surrender to their foreign jurisdiction. So, I have been shot through and through in my wrist. When my wrist was at here, they're trying to smoke us probably. Yeah, they're trying to smoke us. When I told you I was saving the world from war, I wasn't kidding. They're worrying only on me because I have made them. I have saved all of you from war. I have saved millions of children. I will not surrender to the tyranny of foreign courts. Stand up, motherfuckers! Stand the fuck up! I'm not going to surrender. They will take me dead before I will surrender to go before a fucking judge and a doctor who think I'm crazy because I can prove in banking instruments that they have defrauded all of your treasuries. The whole world is being warned upon this day on one piece of land. Mine! This flesh! My body was warned upon! They shot me through and through! Shut the fuck up, you cowards! Shut the fuck up, you cowards! Fucking women! Women standing up to the tyranny of like 40 fucking men! You guys are pathetic!
Because I've been fighting this fight right next to Lotus for the last fucking 5 years! Fucking hit my son on the phone. I'm hearing impaired. I know what his voice fucking sounds like.
So the demand now, folks, is that we aren't leaving till our son's brought to us. They can bring my son to me, then I'll talk to the traitors. Stand the fuck up. Come out of the whore! Come out of the whore!
On a Tuesday. Against me and made me flee out.
In order to get him back. Fuck off. He's on the wrong side. The plat. Look, you guys. You need to show up. You need to come to Columbus, Ohio. 2762 Beulah Road. Every fucking militia member in the country needs to converge upon this municipality. They are trucking children through DSCC, which is the main military hub at the airport here, and they are trafficking children through it. That's why. Calm down, Ray.
Oh my God. Calm down.
So the cowards just keep throwing in smoke bombs from afar. We busted out all the blocked windows, which were already here when I took control of the tenancy. So they're trying to smoke us out. I have notified them that I will never, of my free will, surrender to the jurisdiction of a false court of foreign fealty controlled by doctors and esquires, and this is their answer. So now you know, Hartman, who was operating as a union representative, cannot control it. And when I told them that I would never surrender willfully, go ahead and come. Oh, there you go. When I told them I wouldn't surrender willfully, this was their response. So, when they kill me,
Lotus,
know that all shit's fucked up.
Lotus,
What?
I am having an anxiety attack. I cannot be down in here.
Babe, if you go upstairs, they're going to kill you.
That's what I'm telling you. Learn. Put it on. Calm down.
I can't fucking breathe!
Then, how do you think your son feels now? Breathe. Breathe, bitch. Breathe.
If they kill me, I'll see you on the other side, you righteous ones. But I have no problem dying this day for my son and all the babies they've kidnapped, these pedophiles, your pedophile POTUS. They're all fucking pedophiles. I've proven their crimes. I've proven Donald Trump has tried to seize the Treasury criminally. I have all this proven on the record. That's why they gotta call me crazy. And yet look what they're doing. I ain't so fucking crazy, am I? Huh? See, that's called an a fortiori. That's called an a fortiori law. Now the presumption of law has shifted, and they are the criminals. Your organized government is the criminal now. The men in uniform do not care of the law. They don't care, they just follow orders. Well, guess what? We're under Articles of War, Military Code of Justice right now. So every motherfucker in the military and to defend the American people and our Constitution who are wearing a uniform after this day of any organized state are to be shot on sight by the organized militia. That is my order. And I am the Lord, that's my title. Lord of the Treasury of the United States. L-O-T-U-S. I'm the Lord of the Treasury. Not only am I the Lord of the Treasury, I'm the fucking heir to the crown. I have both the Treasury and the crown. And they're never gonna get it. And if I die, neither will you.
Man, this bitch on the roof, man. Yeah, that bitch couldn't breathe in there no more. Y'all see her? She crying. She knows it's over with. Bitch, you shot 2 cops. You should have just came out. God damn. Fuck you. Yeah, she solid. She ready to die, babe. She ain't going. Hey, Lump. She said, fuck them like Pac did.
She fixing her hair and everything, bro. Shit crazy.
I think they shot her in her hand, babe. She just got done fucking her bitch. She tired as hell. How the fuck did she get on the roof, though? That bitch ain't normal. Yep. I think she got shot in her hand. She got that something tied up around it. She like, she praying. She about to do something crazy. Ooh, on blood, he got her. Her dumb ass, he ran up on her. Ooh, on blood, he got her. From the back. Got her ass. She dumb as fuck. He got her. He choked her ass from the back up top.
We are also learning more about a shooting this morning that left 2 Franklin County deputies wounded. They were serving a warrant in North Linden when they were both shot in the legs by a barricaded suspect. NBC4's Danielle Grossman live in North Linden with the very latest on these details. Danielle?
Well, Brad, finally, after nearly 8 hours, this barricade standoff situation behind me has come to an end. Now, authorities finally apprehended the suspect in this situation. She went to the roof. That's where they found her. There was also someone else in the home at the time. She also surrendered as well. But they tell us the whole situation took so long because there were weapons in the home and they had to take extra precautions. It all started early Tuesday morning when something routine for a few deputies took a dangerous turn.
Judge Barrows gave us an order to have her evicted, and that's what we were trying to do, but now it's turned into a felony assault on 2 police officers.
For nearly 8 hours after the 2 deputies were shot, the suspect barricaded herself inside. Around noon, authorities from all different agencies started to act, deployed what they called chemical agents to try and get her out safely.
Time is on our side, wait someone out and try to take things slow and methodical to make sure we get it right, think through all the different options.
During this entire situation, she live streamed on YouTube, visibly wearing a gas mask.
We have someone that's, you know, in a mental crisis. It's not real productive to do a lot of communication, although we still try.
Yeah, and they did try, and they did get both of them out. You can see right now there's a lot of people still on scene. They're trying to come over everything in the house just to make sure it's safe to go inside as well. We also talked with Sheriff Dallas Baldwin. He says that those deputies, they're expected to make a full recovery. One of them was shot multiple times in the leg, but they're supposed to be just fine. And of course, we'll keep you updated on NBC4i.com. Live and local for you in North Linden. Danielle Grossman, NBC4.